Good evening and welcome to the Arundel Camera Club meeting for Thursday, January, what is this? Is that a 5? 15. Thank you so much. My name is John Milliker and I'm the club president for the 2025-2026 season. The Arundel Camera Club was founded in 1957 and exists to promote the arts, science, and education in all aspects and fields of photography. For more information about us, please visit www.arundelcameraclub.org. And whether you're watching us live or catching a recorded session, we want to invite you here to join us in person. We meet every Thursday evening at 7 p.m. at the Severna Park Baptist Church in Severna Park, Maryland. Do we have any announcements from our officers? Yes, Mike.
So next Wednesday, actually lots of Wednesdays, but the Baltimore Museum of Industry is having their expanded hours from 4 to 8 on the Wednesdays for most of summer. Next Wednesday is the first one. So it's one, it's free. And two, it's in the evening, so you can get some nice opportunity to like photograph the Domino sign, the waterfront. We got water as a theme coming up. You also get access to the museum. And if anyone's ever photographed in that museum, you know one of the issues is the bright light coming in the windows. So if you're photographing at night, maybe that's not an issue. You still can't use a tripod. Anyway, they also are going to have food trucks, things like that. So I don't know about y'all. I'm going next Wednesday, but I put the details on the website. I'm going to put the details in the newsletter. It's an opportunity.
Wonderful. Any other announcements? Yes, Nancy.
For those in the room, there's cinnamon pecan coffee cake and also.
Almost.
Okay. Also, I was going through closets. I have 2 Olympus batteries and chargers. If anybody wants them, go for it.
Okay, excellent. Anyone else? All right, we'll give this over to Christine. Do we have any members that have any personal announcements to share, such as having work published, accepted into a show, winning an award, or other photography milestones? Well, we do have, Christine, if you can move over to, you're going to need to, I need to help you out a little bit. Let's click on that. John Verdi has had 2 images added to the it's on display at Low Legislative Office Building until April 13th. This one here and that one there. Congratulations, John. And unfortunately, he's not here with us tonight, but we also have a special birthday. Clarence Carvel, happy 90th birthday to you. I hope you're watching us online. Clarence, a fantastic photographer and a very good member of ours. Let's see, do we have anybody joining us for the first time tonight? I think so. Okay, all right.
Any other birthdays?
Any other birthdays? None? Okay. Let's turn it over to Christine for the calendar, and I'll take care of that, Christine. Get you figuring out the coming up schedule. Yeah, a lot of good stuff coming up. Go behind the camera.
Hello. Let's see. Next week on January 22nd, we have a program by Janet Jeffers on water. She is coming in person, so she'll be here. January 24th is our field trip to the Washington National Cathedral. Buy your tickets online if it's not sold out already. January 29th is our next print contest with the theme of open. February 5th is our hands-on night. I haven't gotten anyone who responded, but our theme is water and abstract. Please let me know if you're bringing lighting or anything to photograph in those 2 things. John and I are bringing our water drop set up. So anyone who wants to do that, bring your tripods and we'll help you with that. On February 12th is our next digital contest with the theme of water. And that's our upcoming schedule.
If you're coming to the hands-on night with water and you want to do your water drop stuff, either know how to put your camera in manual or bring your manual in so we can figure it out. Because the water drops, you have to do a long exposure and then the flash triggers that. But we need people to bring some cool stuff.
That should be up your alley, Bob. Abstract. Okay, I'm going to hand this over to Ron.
Okay, I cheated. I do have a couple announcements. I thought I'd do it all at one time and do it quickly and efficiently. First of all, MPA Fall Contest winners, the display down at the low office building that John just talked about, that John Verdi's in. They have a number of other organizations that are exhibiting it at that time. So if you go down, you get to see sometimes some art and sometimes some photography as well. So it's worth going down once we get it set up. So I wanted you to know that I'll be helping set up the team on Wednesday of next week, the 21st, with the MPA winners. So that's going up. So from Wednesday on, you just have to go through the front doors and put your hands up, let them check you at the radar and all that. And then once you get in, ask them where the display will be. And so anyway, we'll be there. We've got a good number of displays from MPA winners the last time. And I did want to mention that if you miss that when it comes up, at Bora Park in Prince George's County, we have a second opportunity for that whole display to be put up again. And that'll be a little later on toward the spring, summer area. And I'll give you the time on that. Bora Park is a more interesting, more open venue than down at the low office building. So you're probably wondering about the black and white contest for MPA. That's coming up March 1st is the open. It's black and white landscape. It's just real simple. No big descriptors or anything like that, just black and white landscape. So you can go online and submit it at the MPA website there. As in the past, that'll run through March 31st. And this is kind of an odd thing. I sent you a note about a photo contest that runs every year with New Mexico Magazine. There's nobody I know who has any winners in here, so it's not for that reason. But I get the magazine as much as anything. I've gotten it for about 15, 20 years because they got a great ideas to travel and photography. And this particular one also has a poster with the 10 best photography destinations in New Mexico. That's always my favorite destination. I do want it back, but I'll be glad to pass this around if anybody wants to look at some of the winners and in there. And we ought to put together a field trip for the club to go to New Mexico. We'll be all ready.
Balloon Fiesta.
That would
Weekends in
couldn't
October. First 2 weekends in October.
first 2 weekends in October. That's perfect weather for out there. Okay, we'll talk more about that. Well, that's true. That's true. All right. Well, we do have a contest tonight, and it's a big one. I don't know. I think we've had more entries this time than many of the other contests we've had. We've got about 34, 35 or so with the novices and about 60 some with the unlimiteds. So it's a big bunch. And our judge tonight is Joel Hoffman. Joel has judged for us in the past. Joel, are you up there? Do you hear me now? Okay.
I'm here.
All right, good. I'm going to put you on a hot spot here in a minute if I can. Joel does a great job in judging. I really think his feedback is always something to listen to. He's very astute. He's done some studio photography as well as landscape and everything else. He's got a good range of stuff that he knows. So he brings a lot of knowledge to the discussion. And he was with us last year. He is an MPA certified judge. So I know with about 100 images all to go through, that might mean that some of your comments, I don't know how you're going to feel about it. We'll stay here until you're done, Joel. We'll see how that goes.
Good night.
The image quality really was very high from both groups. I don't know, when you get to see these, you're going to be blown away by how good they are. And for those who are new to the club, novice just is really a label associated with how long you've been with the club, not how good you are as a photographer. And these things are all about, these contests are all about learning a little bit and getting some feedback from somebody who has done it before. So we don't get too emotional about something if your images don't get where you want it to be tonight, because the good news is you get the feedback and you can go back and rework it, as I almost all the time do, since most of mine are not winning lately. I do want to take a minute here. Joel, you want to give them a little bit of an idea of what you'll be looking for when you do judging this evening?
Sure. I'm glad you said that the quality of the images were high, because having reviewed them, my first comment was going to be there will be a lot of people that will be disappointed, but it's not because of the technical quality that I've watched. Most of these images, with very few exceptions, are very good. I don't know what happened to my screen here for a minute, but in any event, what I usually look at for all images are basically four things to start, and that's light, color, composition, and subject matter. In most of the images tonight is very good. So the issue with an open competition is that really it has an impact or not, because what you're going to hear tonight are mostly little nitpicky things about how to maybe improve your image. If you don't agree with me, that's fine. You know, this is only one photographer's take, but Ron and I have judged together before. I think we did Schenectady together, right, Ron?
So, yeah.
Ron, can you hear me?
Yes, I can.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
so we pretty much, okay. So basically, I think in many instances tonight, we're going to be looking at which photograph has more impact to me individually, because some other people might like something else. But the quality, as I said, was very good, and I'm very pleased to judge tonight.
All right, Joel, thank you. We appreciate the fact you're going to do that with us this evening. And we do have a room full, despite the fact it's so cold out there. And so this first contest, the novice, will have 31 entries. And so that means we'll be looking for first, second, third, and fourth, and 3 honorables, I believe. Anybody disagree on the count there? Okay.
Okay, Ron, Ron,
Yes.
Can you hear me?
I can.
Ron?
Yes, we hear you.
You made one statement during your announcements. Bora Park is in Montgomery County, not Prince George's.
They moved it, didn't you know? Sorry about that.
Okay, no, I didn't know.
Okay. All right. John, turn it over to you then.
Go ahead and turn off your video on your Zoom. On the bottom left, I think it's bottom left of your Zoom screen, and that way we can keep your audio as unchoppy as possible. Perfect. I'm going to go ahead and bring up our Lightroom here. And what we do is we go through, I will go through and read the names of all of the images. And once we go through once, we'll go back to image number 1 for your comments and also ins and out. Is that okay?
Yes, you want ins and outs at the same time.
We're going to go through them once.
Along with my comments.
We're going to go through them once, and
Okay.
then I'll let you know when we're ready. Okay?
Sounds good. I'm ready.
Number 1, snow geese at sunrise. Excuse me. Number 2, lights on the bay. Number 3, haunted. Number 4, lost. Number 5, orange and black stream. Number 6, raccoon baby. Number 7, curious. Number 8, lotus flower 2. Number 9, pollen collector. 10, wreath in hand. 11, dawn at Assateague. 12, professor. 13, Sunday stride. 14, winter sunrise Bayside. 15, tall ships at dusk. 16, golden hour. 17, stepping into the light. 18, dancing for love. 19, surging wreck. Number 20, Tahiti dancers. Number 21, letterpress chase 3. Number 22, curvaceous. Number 23, Potomac River rocks redo. Number 24, Merc. Number 25, abandoned. Number 26, guitar player don't back down band. Number 27, camel talk. Number 28, on board troubadour. Number 29, I begged until there was nothing left of me. 30, D major. And 31, in the chapel. And that's it. We're going to go back to number 1 and bring up your comments and whether or not you would like this to be in or out.
Okay, well, first of all, this is definitely in. I've been going to Bombay Hook for years. I've never been. The lighting is good. I love the silhouette of all the snow geese, and this is definitely in.
Number 1 is in. Number 2.
Okay, so there are 2 of these. This, I don't know whether this is from the western side of the bay at Sandy Point or from the other side, but it doesn't matter. It's really well done. I like the leading line of the pier going out to the water and leads you over to the bridge. I like the lighting on the bridge and the lighting on the water. However, I think there's another one in here that is slightly stronger, so I'm going to take this one out for now.
Number 2 is out. Number 3.
This is what I was saying before about impact. This is a wonderful little find. I don't know whether there was some light painting for the inside or not, but it's very interesting, but it doesn't really have the impact that some of the images does. It's well done. It's the lighting is good. The contrast on the black and white is good, but I'm going to take this one out as well.
Okay, 3 is out. Number 4.
Okay, so this is a really interesting shot because of the size of the person standing down at the bottom. I do think it could be corrected a little bit in either Lightroom or Photoshop and straightened a bit. The one problem I have with this is the right side The column on the right side is about almost a third of the entire image. I don't think it's necessary. I probably would have taken out that column up to maybe just before the arch. So I'm going to take this one out as well.
4 is out. Number 5.
This is a very interesting fall scene. I like the title, really helps. I love the way the water is seeping over the rocks, particularly in the front. I think it doesn't have the impact that some of the other one does, but it's well composed. The lighting is good, but I think there are stronger images, so I'm going to take this one out as well.
Number 5 is out. Number 6.
This is a wonderful shot. I don't know whether it's a zoo shot or whether it's in the wild, but the photographer that captured this has a great background that complements the foreground. He has just enough of the tree or the log on the left side to give you a basis. The raccoon is sharp. The eyes have great contact with the photographer and a great catch light, so this is definitely in.
Number 6 is in. Number 7.
And number 7 is also in, but for the photographer taking this, the left side of the image is blurred, and that's again about 25% of the image. I don't think it's necessary, so I would straighten this out a little bit and take off that left side where the blur is. It doesn't help the image and it's distracting, but it's a really nicely seen image, so I'm going to leave this one in for now.
7 is in. Number 8.
It's something we see all the time. We see lotuses. This one is well done, well composed. I like the middle is sort of not quite on one of the thirds, but it's certainly in the third location, even though it's in this pretty much the center of the image. I think it could use a little more contrast and maybe a third or a half stop less light. You would have more color, but so I'm going to take this one out right now.
8 is out. Number 9.
This is a very nice shot. I don't know if it's a rose or some other flower, but the honeybee is collecting all of the pollen, and he's got a lot of it. So I'm going to leave this one in for now. The one thing I would tell the photographers, on the right side, there's a lighter triangle at the wing of the bee, and I think I would remove that in Lightroom if I can, because it's a little distracting.
You want that one in?
We can leave that one in for now, yes.
Number 9 is in. 10.
Okay, this one I'm going to take out. I want the photographer to know that it's a really nice image, but generally when we're doing competitions, we don't like to photograph somebody else's art. And this statue is definitely another person's art. Also on the right side, the sliver of light that is where you can see through back to the leaves, I would take that out. Because that would not be necessary. And I would take out the upper left, looks like some other tree branches. I would take that out as well. But I'm taking this one out not for those reasons necessarily, but primarily because it really is a statue and it's somebody else's art, not yours.
Number 10 is out. 11.
This is beautiful light. The photographer caught this young, I don't know if it's a foal or just a pony, but he caught it at just the right time of the day. The lighting is beautiful. I'm not crazy about the composition, not because of the photographer, but because of the way the horse is seated. I mean, basically because the rear end of the horse is closest to the camera, and it is the largest thing we're seeing. So while I think it's a really nice image, I am going to take this one out. I would, if I were the photographer, I would say try and move a little bit to your right, and you might have had a little different composition.
11 is out. 12.
I love the name for this, Professor. I don't know where this was taken, whether it was in the wild or at one of the places where they show these owls, but they've got a beautiful owl. They caught catchlight in his eyes. I'm going to leave this one in for the time being.
12 is in. 13.
The background is really nicely done. Okay, this is an interesting image. It looks like it was taken from inside of a building. I love the subject matter of the person walking down the road with the shadow. And I love the structure, the wall and the structure on the other side with is a mullion or something for a window. And I think that is really distracting. So while I love the image, I think it's a great catch. I'm going to take this one out.
13 is out. 14.
This is really well done. It's really difficult to capture the sun without blowing it out, and it's not blown out here. I love the leading lines of the downed, I guess it's a downed tree at the water's edge. So this is really pretty. I'm going to leave this one in. It's well composed, and the lighting is good. Subject matter is good. This should stay in.
14 is in. 15.
This is a wonderful image. It's you don't get to see tall ships and other ships like this all the time. The one issue that probably two issues. The red, I guess that's the entrance to the cabin in the tall ship, is really, really bright, and that's great. But the interest is the people in the raft, the pontoon raft down below, and I would like to lighten that. I would like to see more of them and to see their reaction to the ships that they are looking at. I'm going to leave it in for now, but it's busy, and because it's busy, it's a little difficult to read without a little more light on the hull of the big ship and on the pontoon rubber raft in the front.
15 is in. 16.
And this is the one that I was saying that was different from the first one. I think it was taken probably at the same place. I don't know if it's the same photographer or not, but this one has much more impact to me because you can actually see the lights of the cars on the bridge. I love the lighting on the water. This is a really nice representation of the Bay Bridge, so I'm going to leave this in. I think it's the Bay Bridge. May not be.
16 is in. 17.
This is another good catch. I like the way you waited, and I don't know if you were waiting or whether it's a grab shot, but I like the way you waited for the young lady to step into the light before you took the picture. I love the reflection of the lights on the walkway and also the shadows of the trees. I'm not crazy about her position with her hands and her arm, but I think this is a really nice image. I'm going to leave this in for now.
17 is in. 18.
And this is, I believe, a crane doing a mating dance. Very nicely done. Background as well is blurred just the way it needs to be, so you see only the bird itself. I like the composition. I like where it was placed. I don't think I can only have 7 or 8 images, so I don't think it's strong enough to stay in, but it is a really good grab. I might crop it down a little bit, particularly maybe on the right side. You could even take a little off the left, and maybe a tiny bit off the top. That would be my only suggestion.
Would you like this one in or out?
Oh, I said, no, this has to go out, unfortunately.
Okay, number 18 is out. 19.
This is a really cool image. I love the wreck in the leaves. I'm not quite sure why the photographer decided to colorize it like this. I find the purple leaves in the background distracting. I think this might have been even a better black and white image than a colorized color image. I love the image, but I don't like the purple. It doesn't do anything for me, and I'm not crazy about the chunk of the tree that is right in the middle of your image, comes all the way down to the top of the wrecked car. I would remove that, and I would at least tone down some of the image, some of the purple, if you're going to leave that. So I'm going to take this one out, even though I think it's a really good attempt at capturing this image.
19 is out. Number 20.
So a lovely image of 5 women dancing. The lighting is really nice coming from the left side. I think you're showing motion. They're all in sync with each other. You can see that their fans, or whatever you call the things they're holding, that they're actually moving. So I'm going to leave this one in for now. The lighting is lovely.
20 is in. Number 21.
This is another one. I'm going to take it out. I'd hang this on my wall, to be honest with you. But in a competition, it really is somebody else's work. Now, if the photographer tells me that he did it, then, or he or she did it, then I apologize. But it looks like it's somebody else's work, and it was on a wall of some kind. So while I like it, I am going to take it out. I do think it could use a little more contrast and maybe slightly less exposure. But for the most part, this is really well done. But I'm going to take this one out.
21 is out. Number 22.
This is the Indian Museum in DC at Smithsonian. It's a very nice representation of the side of the building with the curves. It's not an easy building to photograph, actually. I like the work that was done on the background to make sure that even though it's in color, that the background is totally dark, so that you're seeing only the representation of the outlines on this. I'm going to leave this in. It's very well done.
22 is in. Number 23.
And I'm going to leave 23 in. I love the minimalistic part of this image, just the single, what he called a redo, as opposed to a hoodoo. That's nice. And if that's what they're really called, I apologize. But I just think this is really, really nice and serene. If I had any comment to this photographer, I might take out the vegetation in the background. I really don't think it's necessary, but that's really a personal preference. I think that it could be cropped down a little bit and maybe even cropped just a little off the right side. But this is really well done. I love the lighting on this.
23 is in. Number 24.
This is also well done. I am going to take this out, and I want to tell you why. First of all, the top of the Mercedes, both, I guess they're lights or mirrors, are blurry. The 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 I'm having a little brain cramp here. Hold on. The from behind the silver Mercedes in the front, everything else is in blur, and I think this would be a great picture if the novice knows how to do focus stacking so that you had the entire car in focus. And I also think that you could pull back a little bit so that we could see a little more of what's going on the lower left and lower right. It's a really, I mean, it's a well done, well exposed, and the composition is not bad. I would pull back and I would use some focus stacking, or I would at least try and use a smaller f-stop so that you could get more detail on the back.
Was this one going to be in or out?
So that's out.
24 is out. 25.
Out. 25, we see a lot of these rusted truck or car or some other thing. I particularly like this because I think the holes give you, I don't know what they are, I don't know if they're bullet holes or not, but they give you a little different sense of what this is rather than just the discoloration in the metal. It's a well done, well composed. The little I'll call it a bullet hole, but the little hole in the bottom left sort of ties the whole thing together. So this is really well done. I'm going to leave this in.
25 is in. Number 26.
I had a tough time with this. It's a great black and white image. It shows a lot of emotion. I wish you hadn't cut off the top of the guitar so we could see his hand movement there as well. But it's a really nicely done image. The black and white is welcome. You know, it's got good detail, good contrast. I'm going to leave it in for now, but I'm not sure that it's going to make it all the way through.
26 is in. Number 27.
This is a very unusual photograph. I wish that there was it's very tight, and the background is wonderful. The texture in the two camels are wonderful. I love the conversation between the two of them. I don't think it doesn't have the same impact. If it was pulled back a little bit, we could see a little more of the animal along with what's going on between them. I think it would be a stronger image. So I'm going to take this one out, although it is well done. It's very well exposed.
27 is out. Number 28.
Yeah. This is an interesting photograph, but I have a problem with the subject matter because the young lady behind the musician, it's like she doesn't even care what he's doing. There's no interaction. It doesn't seem to be enjoying what he's doing. He's working hard, but I don't think it has the strength. Composition-wise, it's good. I like the positioning of the troubadour with his guitar, but it just doesn't hit me because she is looking away rather than at him, and there's no enjoyment there. So I'm going to take this one out and understand, everybody, we're only going to have 7 images out of the 30. So even though I like some of these images, I just can't keep everything in.
28 is out. Number 29.
This is another one where I like the image. I like I like the subject. Unfortunately, it's somebody else's art, and I have a bent in that area. I apologize if you can put it into a different competition where maybe a judge won't be upset about it, but I just don't think it's fair to photograph somebody else's art in a competition. It may be a good piece of wall art, but not in a competition. So I'm going to take this one out. It is well done. I like the colors are good. The composition. I like the angle that he or she took this image from. But I am going to take it out because it's somebody else's art.
29 is out. 30.
I'm going to take this one out as well. I think the other representation of this gentleman with the guitar, even though this one shows the entire guitar, the other one is a more simplistic, little cleaner image. I think the background with, I think it's a bench and the drums and the microphone coming cutting across the guitar. The other image, I think, is a better image representation of this musician. So I'm going to take this one out.
30 is out. 31.
This one gave me a lot of pause. The photographer caught a very interesting scene. The question that I have is, do I have two photographs here or one? What I mean by that is the brightest part of the image is the window with the flowers in it. And then the most interesting part of the image is the person leaning forward. Now, I have some problems with the image. If you look at it closely, there's a halo around the person sitting in the pew, and I don't know if this was placed there, whether it's a real person sitting in there or whether it was placed there. But in any event, I would have cut the image off just before the window so that all you had was the person in prayer, and then I think you would have had a stronger image. So I'm going to take this one out as well, but it's an interesting image.
Okay, 31 is out. Let me regroup here and see what we got left. I'm showing 14 images. Is that correct?
Yes.
Everybody?
I have 14.
Is number 26 out on anybody's
No,
list?
We need, and we
It's in?
Okay. Okay, we have 14.
those look like the ones.
We need to get down to 7. We can either go through again or we can start placing from here.
No, I think I can do it from here. Okay, number 1 is the raccoon. Number 2. Number 2 is number 1. And
Okay.
number 3, yeah, and number 3 is, this is a tough one. I think number 3 will be, they're all number 3. Number 3 will be the ships in the harbor.
That one right there?
Yep.
Okay.
Number 4 is going to be your number 7.
That one right there?
Yes.
Okay.
And now I need 3 honorables, right?
That is correct.
Okay. Okay, the number 13 is an honorable.
It's number 25. Okay.
And then the number, your number 6, with the boy looking in that'll be an honorable. And the last honorable, will be, I think the guitar player.
That one there, number 14. That is
Correct.
number 26 on our lists here. Okay, let's mark the rest of these out. And let's go figure out who plays tonight. Honorable mention to number 26, guitar player Don't Back Down Band, and that's Gwen Neff. Is Gwen here? Nope, I don't see a Gwen. Honorable mention to number 7, Curious, and that is Stephen Rizzi. Stephen here. Okay. Honorable mention to number 25, Abandoned by Al Cock. And Al's not here. 4th place is Winter Sunrise Bayside, and that is Kyle Coate.
Easy.
Give us a second. We're going to get Kyle to talk about this image.
Oh, thanks. This is at Beverly Triton Park down in the Mayo area. For those who have Anne Arundel County Park Pass, this is a newer park. I think they just kind of redid a lot of the trails. Really interesting place. I'd highly recommend it. They have a great long beach you can just walk along. So a couple of years ago when we had some snow, I was the only one out there. And I appreciate your thoughts on the composition, color, and the mood. That's what I was going for.
Okay.
Very nice.
3rd place, number 15, Tall Ships at Dusk, and that is Christine Helms. I don't believe Christine is here. No, okay. 2nd place, number 1. Christine has commented. Okay.
No, Steve.
Steve. Okay, we'll go back to Steve and his comment. 2nd place is our image number 1, Snow Geese at Sunrise, and that is Diana Linnekin.
So this is snow geese. I just came back from New Mexico to Bosque del Apache National Wildlife Refuge, and one of the big events there in the morning is the snow geese taking off, if you're lucky, all at once at dawn from the flight deck. And I was lucky enough to be there on a colorful morning when they all took off at once, and it's a wonderful experience there. I'd recommend anybody that likes nature photography to go.
I'm so jealous. I've been to Bombay Hook, I don't know how many times, never saw the sunrise with the birds taking off like that. It's gorgeous.
And our number 1 image is number 6, Raccoon Baby, and that is Colin McNaught. I don't see Colin.
You can go back to Curious.
Okay, Christine's asking me to go back to, which one was that?
Curious, that's the boy. That one.
That one, number 7. And Christine's going to read what Steve online has written about the image.
Steve says the shot of the little boy Curious is my grandson. The shot is taken using Ilford HP5 plus film simulation.
Very nice, Steve. Okay, let's get over to our...
Tell him to straighten the image and lose
that left side, right?
and lose that left side, absolutely.
Okay, now for the big event, 66 images for our unlimited contest. We need 1st through 4th and 7 honorable mentions. I'm going to go through and read all the names. Hopefully I could do 66 without taking a breather, and then we'll go back to number 1 and get your comments and ins and outs. Here we go.
Yeah.
Number 1, A Long Story. Number 2, Astride Bridge. Number 3, Miss Winter. Number 4, Sea Fish Swirlzing. Number 5, Bodie Island Lighthouse. Number 6, Benches. Number 7, Traffic Jam. Number 8, Wistful Boy. Number 9, Snow Rose. 10, New River Gorge Walkway. 11, Red. 12, Family Time. 13, Built to Turn Left to Rust. 14, Beauty. 15, Urban Indigo. 16, Poinsettias. 17, Butterfly in Shadow. 18, After Crabbing. 19, Oil Candle. Number 20, Lily Amazonia. Number 21, Incense Burner Thurible. Number 21, The Approach. Number 23, Stories to Tell. Number 24, My Little Pony. Number 25, Eye to Eye. Number 26, See Puppy Dog. Number 27, In Memory of. Number 28, Caneville Mesa. Number 29, C. Topaz. Number 30, Honda. '31, Droop Mountain Sunrise. 32, A Moment on the Steps. 33, The Pollinator. 34, Forgotten Bounty. 35, Window to Winter. 36, Guitarist Andalusia. 37, Guard Rescue. 38, Forgotten Souls. 39, Baby Duck. 40, U.S. Marshal. Number 41, Over the River to Grandma's House. Number 42, Ancient Formations. Number 43, Wall of Reflection. Number 44, Hooded Merganser Liftoff. Number 45, Wormhole. Number 46, Fun Day. Number 47, Peerless Pete and Apprentice. Number 48, Keyboard of the Imagination. Number 49, Great Green Macaw. $50, Closed for Fun. 51, Please Be Neat and Wipe the Seat. 52, Shoal Lighthouse Winter Serene. 53, Bow Bridge. 54, Long Walks on the Beach. 55, Alaska Cannery. 56, The Sunflower. 57, Nothing Left to Inventory. 58, Dahlia Bud. 59, I Love You. Number 60, I Spy with My Little Eye. Number 61, Out of Commission. Number 62, 8126, Mechanical Bear. Number 63, Our Little Bat. Number 64, Bear Boat. Number 65, Juvenile Bald Eagle. And number 66, Shadow Form Rising. Those are your 66. I wish you luck. I'm going to go back to number 1 and hand it over to you.
Oh, yeah, I bet you wish me luck. Okay, this is really intriguing. I don't know whether this teddy bear was found inside this decaying car or truck or whatever it is, but it is fascinating. It's beautifully lit. Colors are great. The composition is good. I love the little tilt on the head. So we're going to leave this one in for now.
1 is in. Number 2.
Okay, Stride Bridge, I still don't read this. I haven't got a clue what this is, but when I first looked at it, I thought it was some kind of a time travel machine. It's very complicated. It's interesting. I really don't quite know how to read it, but it's really well done. So I'm going to leave it in for now.
2 is in. Number 3.
Okay. This is a studio shot. It looks like it's almost split lighting with maybe a kicker on the back left side. I like the lighting. I like the way the the model has been made up. I'm not crazy about the placement of her hands. It kind of looks like she's got a stomach ache. I'm not quite sure what that pose was supposed to be. But I mean, in terms of technical prowess, I think it's really well done, but it doesn't grab me from a composition standpoint. So I'm going to take this one out.
Number 3 is out. 4.
And this is another one. I love the concept with the fish swirling around what looks like a mother and her child. I don't understand that the actual cropping of it. I guess it's being looked at through a window, but I think the crop actually is very distracting. I would have liked to have seen this as a complete circle, an actual circle, as opposed to the way it's cropped. So while I think it's interesting, I think if you had that other crop, it would be much better. So I'm going to take this one out.
Number 4 is out. Number 5.
This is a really pretty shot of Bodie Lighthouse. It's well composed. But it's somewhat static, and I don't quite understand. The people on the left side, particularly, it looks like maybe a mother and daughter that's on the far left. It's a pretty picture, but it doesn't have a lot of wow. So I'm going to take this one out. It's really nicely done. The lighting is good. Like I've said, most of these are technically really well done. It's very straight. You don't get a feeling of much parallaxing. It just doesn't have the wow that some of the other images have.
5 is
So
out.
it's out.
6.
And 6 is out also. It's an interesting subject. But it really doesn't speak to me other than there's got these benches that look like they're made out of stone. I don't quite know where it's going. If you go all the way back through the pathway, and then it just doesn't take you anywhere other than out, and you kind of want to know a little bit more about the subject. So again, while the lighting on the young lady in the seating there is interesting, it's just not strong enough. So I'm going to take this one out.
6 is out. 7.
This is in. This looks like something out of a movie. It's I don't know if it's panoramic or if it's one shot, but the photographer caught a really, really cool scene with all of the bison coming right at him or her. It's well done. The scenery behind it is great. This is a beautiful image. I keep that one in.
7 is in. 8.
This image, to me, and it may be my eyes, but the young man, he's a little soft, and I would like to see him sharper. It's an interesting shot. The one thing I would tell the photographer, if you look at his left arm, you see where his hand is hanging down below the railing. If I were you, I would remove that. It won't affect the image as to where the hand should be, but it definitely is distracting, and it's a little tight. If you look at the bottom where his Crocs are, you maybe have a half inch between that and the edge of the paint of the photograph. I would give it a little more room, maybe take a little, give him a little room on the back and take a little bit off the front where you've got the two railings that have, I guess they're wrapped or they're some kind of metal. It's a cute image, but it's not strong enough. I'm going to take this out.
8 is out. Number 9.
This is a lovely rose with wonderfully exposed, I hope it's real, ice and not not ivory snowflakes, if you're old enough to know what they were. But it's a really nice representation of a flower with snow on it. I like the background is very clean, so I'm going to leave this one in for now. The one thing I would tell the photographer is at the very bottom, there are two white pieces that I think could be cloned out. They really don't help the flower. I know that you're looking at the background at that point, but I would clone those out and make them, or darken them at least.
You wanted to keep that one in, right?
That's it.
9
Yeah,
is
for
in.
now.
Number 10.
And this is also in. This is a wonderful architectural structure. I know it says it's a walkway across the New River, but it's just really well done. I mean, every single element in this image is done. The great blacks and whites and white and grays. I love the way the leading lines go right back to the back. And I know you probably can't see it. Maybe you can, but there's actually a person walking in the walkway right at the back. I wish that person was a little closer, but it is there, and it's a really nice grab. This is a good image. So this is in.
10 is in. 11.
11 is an interesting shot of, I'm going to say, a crane. I don't know for sure. I don't like the background. The background is way too bright and too busy. It's the bird that's important, and the bird is mostly in shadow except for the red head. And I know you called it red, and I understand why, but I think you've lost some of the wonder of the bird by not getting a little more light. Now, I know it's natural light and it's backlit. We don't oftentimes carry a flash with us, but this would have been helped a lot by fill flash if you could have done that. Even if you had a little pop-up flash on the camera, which most of us don't on the bigger cameras, but most of it is in shadow and the background is just way too bright for the bird. So I'm going to take this one out.
11 is out. 12.
And this is in. This is a wonderful moment. I know, whether it's a zoo shot or not, it doesn't matter. This really strikes a chord. Watching these adult, I don't know if they're, I'm not sure which animal they are, whether they're chimpanzees or one of the others, but just the way they're taking care of their young it's just a lovely feeling. It's well composed. You got catch light in every single eye of the three adults. It's just really nicely done. We'll leave that in.
12 is in. 13.
And 13 is in for now. I love the handling of this. I think it was really well done. While it's not symmetrical, the left and right are similar, and they really show a detail. The wheel or the gear in the middle is very well lit. It's a nice image. It's something you could hang on your wall and look around for a long time. So we'll leave this one in as well.
13 is in. 14.
14 is interesting. The butterfly is in the foreground, is really big. I'm assuming this was taken with a wide angle lens. But there's so much else in the back that it actually detracts from the butterfly itself. So it's an interesting get. It's not something you normally see, a butterfly on the rocks near the ocean, but I just don't think it has the impact that some of the other images have. So I'm going to take this one out. It is well exposed. The subject matter is good. I like having the butterfly in the foreground, but it almost looks a little distorted because of its size. So I'm going to take this out.
14 is out. 15.
This is definitely in. This is like an Escher type of photograph. It's really fascinating. I looked at this for a long time. The photographer got the leading lines and then kept the names on Royal Farms and Anthem House so clear. I'm assuming it's a long exposure and then maybe some kind of a zoom. I'm not sure, but it's really well done. This is definitely in.
15 is in. 16.
This is one, again, I had a lot of trouble reading this. I don't know whether I'm looking up or down or whether that's a mirror and it's a reflection. But the background to the sort of heart-shaped frame is really, really interesting with all the lines, vertical lines, and the little bit of light just at the top of it. But the flowers themselves are not particularly interesting. And I'm not quite sure what is in the middle of the flowers at the bottom. It just doesn't strike me. I think it's an interesting image, but it really doesn't have the impact that some of the others does. Well exposed again. I like the spacing, the way it's been composed. You've got equal front, top, and bottom, back, and each side. It's really well done, but it just doesn't strike me. So I'm going to take this one out.
16 is out. 17.
This is another one. I understand the butterfly. I understand the shadow. I guess it looks like maybe a piece of ice in front of it, but I don't know what the horizontal lines are on the left side, which covers a lot of the almost, I guess, maybe 20% of the butterfly where the head is. So I'm going to take it out. I don't really understand the image, but I do think it's interesting, and it's a well done, technically black and white image with maybe a little toning. So it's really nice, but I just don't quite understand it.
17 is out. Number 18.
18 is also out. I just don't, I don't know what the photographer is asking me to look at other than the baskets on the front. There's so much in the back of this image. There's a chair, looks like a rocking chair of some kind behind the basket. There's on then there's the crab trap on the bottom right. I just don't, this is so busy and it's a little flat. The lighting is not as good as I'd like to see it. So I'm going to take this one out. I do understand, the image. I understand why the photographer took it, but it just is not holding up because of all the distractions.
18 is out. 19.
19 is in. This is an unusual. I like the oil lamp. I like the way the smoke was captured. I've taken some images like this, but I haven't been fortunate enough to have an oil lamp that's this pretty, and I like the background being totally black. If I had one thing to say, and it's really nitpicking, I'd like to see the the oil lamps have some kind of a base. Right now, it looks like it's floating because there's nothing underneath of it, and I know it's sitting on something. So I would have probably maybe tried to leave a little shadow or something down there to give it some sense of place. But I do like the image, and it's well done, so I'm going to leave it in.
19 is in. Number 20.
Yeah. This is a great lily pad. I mean, it's really unbelievable. I think the back of the lily pad on the right side is not crisp. I like this. I don't think as a competition image in an open competition that it stands up as being strong enough. It's well done. I mean, technically, I have nothing to say about it other than I think maybe a little more depth of field on the back of the image, or maybe reducing the exposure on it a little bit. It seems a little hot on my screen, so I can't say for sure, but it looks like it could use a little more depth of field. I like the way he treated the background and the foreground and the reflection, but I just don't think it's strong as some of the other images, so I'm going to take this one out.
20 is out. 21.
I'm going to take this one out as well. It's an interesting photograph. I'm not sure that I am crazy about the composition, and there's a wire on the left side. I know it's probably structural and it needs to be there, but it could be taken out in Lightroom very easily, which I think wouldn't be quite so distracting. And the composition is a little tough. I mean, it's difficult to read. I'm not sure if I'm supposed to be looking at the dome at the top or down further where the artwork is in the arch. So because it's difficult to read, it's well exposed. I have no problem with it. The subject matter is a little difficult to read, though. So I'm going to take this one out as well.
21 is out. 22.
I looked at this a long time, and I'm looking at it again. I don't. I can't tell if it's real or if it's some kind of a structure. I don't know what, but the color is weird. And if you look at it closely, the bottom looks like you can actually go into the light. I just don't understand this image. It's supposed to be a crocodile, I suspect, but I just can't read this, and the coloring is a little off for me, so I'm going to take this out.
22 is out. 23.
I like the treatment that the photographer used, vignetting around it. I think the left side of this truck is could be a little brighter, where on the left hand side, both on the front bumper and also even on the radiator. It's an interesting image. It's a little bit tight for me. I would like to see a little more of it. It looks like there is more to the back. You can see on the bottom of the truck down below. There's more there. So I think the photographer maybe could get a little more out of this. So I'm going to take this one out as well.
23 is out. 24.
Again, I don't know where this is. It's got that looks like early morning light on the pony. I don't think the pony's pose from a subject matter. I don't think it's as good as if he was a little more upright. I like the treatment in the background. I like the way the hair, the mane on the horse is very well done, but I'm not crazy about the way the composition is for this. So I'm going to take this out as well.
24 is out. 25.
This is a cute image. It's well done. I love the way the young girl is interacting with the I don't know what it is inside the aquarium. The thing that makes this image work really is the expression on the young lady's face, and also the way her feet. She's got her right foot is a little bit up and the left foot is off the ground. She's really excited about this, and so there's a real impact to this image. So I'm going to leave this one in for now.
25 is in. Number 26.
At 26, the background is really distracting on this one. There's no redeeming feature to what's back there, and I don't like the way the carriage is the arm is half. You can't see anything. I would either crop down closer or I would leave the whole thing in. The light is flat. It's not the greatest light that I've seen. I think the image is cute with the dog in there and the skeletons or the ghosts hanging out of it. But it has too many things that could be corrected. One thing that would help if you didn't do anything else would be to vignette this so that the corners were darker, which would make you look more into the dog, because right now the walkway is almost as bright as the dog, and the upper left where the crosswalk is, I think that's a crosswalk, is as bright as the dog, and it just takes your eye right out of the picture. So I'm going to take this one out.
26 is out. 27.
This is a really lovely black and white image. I don't know where it is. It's obviously a memorial of some kind, maybe in the basement of I don't know, either a church or a mosque, or well, it wouldn't be a mosque, but it's really well done. I'm not sure what the photographer is trying to tell me. I like the image, but it doesn't wow me. But it is a perfectly exposed image. It's very pretty. I think if I had any comment about this, I would crop off the right side, or at least take out whatever's in the back at the bottom of that one stanchion with the names on it, because that's distracting. And I might even take out the half one on the right, just because it's probably not necessary. It's an interesting image. I don't really know what it is, to be honest with you. So I'm going to take this one out as well.
27 is out. 28.
This is really interesting. Boy, he caught the light at the right time. This probably was 10 minutes later, wasn't there. I really, really love this. I would, if I had one criticism, I might maybe take a little bit off the bottom of the image. I don't think you need quite that much. And there's a little on the right-hand side, about halfway up, there's probably a piece of sagebrush or something. I would take that out as well, because it's just a little distracting. But the lighting on the butte is just absolute, or the mesa is absolutely wonderful, and the sky is great. So this is a beautiful image. I'm going to leave this in.
28 is in. Number 29.
This image has potential. I wish it was straight. I don't know why the photographer didn't just put it in Lightroom and straighten it up, because it's on a kind of a slight tilt to the left. I think it's an interesting, rendition of a call bar somewhere. It's really nicely done. Everything is lit. I like all the. I don't see any the bottles that are blown out, so everything is exposed properly. In my screen, although I don't know, it's a little bit hot around the top of the circle and above Topaz, but not enough to be, to be disqualifying. I just wish it was straight. So I'm going to take this one out for technical reasons.
29 is out. 30.
This is a good, really good image of a Honda motorcycle. I think when I first looked at this, I think it's a woman that's riding it. And then when I look closer at it, if you look right behind her helmet, you can actually see some hair there. And I think it is a woman that's doing it. It's a really nice rendition of a panning. The motorcycle is crisp. And what's interesting about it, which gives it a little bit extra oomph, is the fact that the front wheel is off the ground. I don't quite know. Maybe she's coming off a turn or something, but it's a really well done, well exposed image with a lot of motion, a lot of pizzazz. So I'm going to leave that in.
30 is in. Number 31.
When I first looked at this, I thought that the photographer in the photograph had a light that was shining on his face, because you can't see his face. Then I realized that it's actually the sun, but you're only getting a little teeny bit of the photographer. I wish this had more in it, because this has a lot of potential. I think the observation structure is not bright enough. It doesn't really grab me, and the foreground has nothing in it. It's only the photographer, and the photographer is being obliterated, really, pretty much by the sun. So the only thing that you got going for it is the sun has a starburst in it, but that's not helping the photographer. So I'm going to take this one out.
31 is out. 32.
And 32 is also out. I'm not quite sure what's going on there. I know it's a woman, and I think she's kneeling on some, I guess it's a stairway, but it doesn't read very well. So compositionally, I don't quite have a good feel for what it's doing, what she's doing, or where the staircase, if that's what it is, where that's going. If it may be a wall, no, it can't be a wall because she's on it. So I just can't read this image. So I'm taking it out.
32 is out. 33.
This is a really well done image. I love the placement of the bee and the center of the flower. It probably could use a little bit more saturation in the flower, but the bee is so well placed and the flower is so sharp, and all of the leading lines coming from all directions going right into the center, which you would expect, but in this instance, it really works well. I'm going to leave this one in.
33 is in. Number 34.
And 34 is also in. The lighting on this barn structure is really interesting. If you didn't have the windmill on the right side, it might be kind of a boring image, but with the windmill there and the beautiful front grasses and the sky behind it, this is a really, really well done image. I would say that the only thing is that the sort of the horizon line is pretty much in the middle. If you brought down the sky just a little bit, you don't need all of that. I think you would have an even stronger image, but this is really beautiful. So I'm leaving that in.
34 is in. Number 35.
I'm going to leave 35 in as well. This is a really interesting found scene. well exposed. The foreground with the icicles on the top of the rock formation and standing under it and looking over at the beautiful light on the mountains on the other side with the water. This is really well done. It's well composed, and the light is good. Subject matter is beautiful. I can't say much about this. It's good. I leave that in.
35 is in. Number 36.
Halfway home, huh? This is probably a Spanish guitarist from Andalusia, but I don't like the fact that you cut off part of his suitcase where he was getting the money. It's an interesting photograph, but it's not strong enough in this competition. So I'm going to take this out. I have nothing really bad to say about it. I might crop down to the fence line where just those top the top portion off right to the where the horizontal line is. I would probably crop down to that. I don't think that helps much, but I just don't think it's strong enough. It's an interesting image, but technically it's got a few things that I would like to see corrected. So I'm going to take that out.
36 is out. 37.
This is a really good capture. I've never really seen I assume it's a Coast Guard rescue. It's really very interesting. You can see the basket. I don't think the light is helping you much. The sky is so bald, and that helps for the silhouette. But what I would like to have seen is maybe a slightly slower shutter speed so that you got some rotation, because you've got this helicopter that's sitting there. The rotors are seemingly still. Well, we know they're not, obviously, and the basket is down, so it looks almost like the helicopter was placed there rather than captured with some motion. I'm going to assume underneath of the helicopter there's it looks like there's a blurry spot, but I think that's being caused by the rotation of the helicopter's rotors, even though you're not seeing it move. So that bothers me, though, because it is sort of blurred out there and you don't know exactly why. So I'm going to take this one out. While it's a great capture, I just wish you had gotten a little more rotation on the rotors to give some action to this.
37 is out. 38.
38 is in. It's really well done. I only have one comment about it, and that is that on the left side, it looks like there's something in the wall or the machinery right there. I would just darken that so that your eye doesn't move over to the left, that it stays with the shoes, because the shoelaces and the shoes are great. It looks like the shoes should be on the other side of each other, which gives it a little interest as well. This is really well done. There's one little place in the back, all the way in the back. There's a small vertical line just that takes your eye away from going straight to the back of the building. And I would darken that as well. But this is a really, really well composed, well done image.
38 is in. Number 39.
I don't know why we're not seeing the whole duck, because it's a beautiful bird. I have nothing really negative to say about this. The beak is not as sharp as I would like, at least not on my screen. And the feathers at the very back of the duck is also not really very sharp. So I'm going to take this out. I love the background. Background is beautiful on this, but I just don't think that it's quite sharp enough. The eye is sharp, but a lot of the rest of the bird has some focus issues. So I'm going to take this out.
39 is out. 40.
Well, I don't think I want to be caught by him. He looks like a big dude. I like this picture. I think it's interesting. I like the way he's holding his pipe in his hand and looking right at you. I would like to see you darken the green behind him. That's a little bit distracting, and maybe even darken the upper left-hand corner, that small triangle of, looks like there's a building or something behind the tent. But it's well done. It's well exposed. I like this image. I'm going to leave it in.
40 is in. Number 41.
Again, well exposed. The subject matter is okay. We've seen a lot of covered bridges. I would like to see maybe a little different angle on this. Maybe move over to the right and get a little more of an angle on it, but it's hard to say. The light is flat. It's not really any pretty lighting. It just doesn't move me. We've seen a lot of covered bridges, and this one doesn't seem to be anything special. And I think shooting up on it is not helping it a great deal either. So it's out.
Okay. 41 is out. 42.
Again, well exposed, well shot, well seen, but not exciting. I don't get moved by the formations. I don't know if it's in a cavern or where it is, but it doesn't move me. And in an open competition, if you don't see that wow effect in your own mind, it's never going to hold up. So while it's well exposed, might look nice on a wall somewhere, I just don't think it's right for this competition. So I'm taking it out.
42 is out. 43.
This is an interesting image, but it's again, you've got the little window in the middle of the frame, and then you've got and it's into a rock formation, obviously, and then you've got this walkway. But it would help if you could see into the doorway to see where this is going. It's an okay image. As I say, like everything else, these are well exposed. The composition is okay. I think it may be. I probably would have either shown a little more of the walkway or a little less of it. And maybe taking a little bit off the left side and then reducing the top, maybe just to where the vertical black patches, to about that. That might help it, but it's just not strong enough in an open competition like this. You get some really stiff, good images here.
We'll take that one out.
Yes.
43 is out. 44.
Well captured image of the merganser taking off. I like I love the spread of the wings. I love the light on the wings, on both wings, and you've got a really good reflection. If I had one thing to pick at, I would say that the reflection at the bottom, if you could have gotten a little more, it's a little tight, and maybe even brightened it up a little bit. I know, it's in the dark water, and you don't want to brighten it up so much that it looks like it's a mirror image, but it could probably use just a little bit of brightening. But it's a well done image, and the bird is sharp. The eye is mesmerizing there, so I would leave this one in.
44 is in. Number 45.
45 is in as well. I don't know if I'm looking up or down, but this is a really, really good image. It's almost like an abstract. It is an abstract in some ways because I can't figure out really what's going on. I don't know if I'm looking up or down, but it's well exposed. I think having the curved lines at the top and at almost each corner works very well. The gradation of black and white is really well done. This is a nice image. Leave that in.
45 is in. Number 46.
It's a fun image. I think the light's not helping you. It's pretty flat. They're having a good time. They both have scissors in their hands. I hope they're obviously not fighting because they're laughing. But I just think that it's a little bit hot. I don't think you need all of the background. If it were me, I would have taken out maybe half of the tree line in the back, and then in order to help, because it is so flat lighting, so bright, I would have vignetted the corners on this at particularly at the bottom, but top and bottom. So I'm going to take this out, even though it's a cool image. I mean, it's fun to watch people have a good time.
46 is out. 47.
This is definitely in. This looks like a movie. If this looks like a movie shot, the photographer who took this really, really captured the moment. The expression on, I guess I don't know if that's Pete or not, but his pointing to something that's really important. The sky is ominous in the back. It's great. The other guy is looking really intently as to what's going on. Everything is sharp. This entire image is really, really interesting. The one there is, I guess, the tractor wheel, if it's a tractor, must be moving because there is on the left side the S curve steel piece on the wheel is not sharp, but that's understandable. But what you're looking at, the two guys, the action is wonderful. This is an outstanding image.
47 is in. Number 48.
It's just a well-seen abstract type of an image. Again, the right side is about probably 25% of the whole image, and it has nothing there. And the left side, the black on the top of I guess it's a wall there or ceiling, is the other 25%, and it has nothing there. So the only thing you're left with is the curved, I guess it's a stairway with the horizontal lines, which is really nice, but it's just not strong enough. I love the curves in it. I mean, the large curve where the black and white meet, and the curve where the stairway and the lighter part meet is really nice, and it goes up to the top where you have a sort of a where's it going type of feeling, but it's just not strong enough with all these other images. So I'm going to take this one out as well.
48 is out. 49.
Well, the sky didn't help you here, and the photographer could have done something about that. I think the sky has to be darkened way down, and then the underside of the bird has to be brightened up. Even you don't have to make it so. I mean, obviously it's being lit from the back. The wings are great. I mean, the wing on what would be the left side of the bird is really, really cool. There are some little things in this. There's a right next to the beak of the bird, there's a little red something. I don't know what it is. It's part of the tree. I would have taken that out. And also at the back of the tail, there's a piece of red. They don't need to be there. I would again, vignette this one in order to showcase the bird. I would brighten up the bird's underbelly, and I would also see if I could do something about the eye. Maybe make it a little blacker so that it stands out a little more. So while it's an interesting image of the macaw, I'm going to take this one out.
49 is out. 50.
A fun place to chill. Okay, I looks like I don't know whether it's a restaurant or it's a diner, but it's a cool black and white. I wish you could see some part of the person's face over on the right-hand side. It's, I'm going to leave it in for now, but I really, it's a great image, but I just don't think it's strong enough in this competition as an open image. But it's well done. I mean, in terms of its black tones and white tones and grays, you've captured it all, and it's sharp. There's nothing wrong. I would like to see maybe a little more of the person sitting there, and I would like to maybe not have his elbow touching the edge of the frame or moving out, but I'll leave it in for now.
50 is in. Number 51.
Yeah. This is also a great image. I'm not sure if I would like to see this in black and white, and I'm not sure if I wouldn't crop it below the water tank at the top. I'm not. It's really interesting. I mean, I don't know where this was taken, but obviously it's an old structure, and the bathroom is pretty well shot. I think it would be a better black and white, actually. It doesn't grab me the way it is, and I think I would move. I think I'd crop the left side to the white rather, or at least take off the dark part come in maybe what looks like to be maybe a half inch, just to where the lighter part of the either wood or metal is. I'm going to take this one out, although I like the image a lot.
51 is out. 52.
This looks like a painting. It reads a little weird because the lighthouse is on the right side, not the left. But having said that, it is a really beautiful capture. The water and the sky, and that pink hue is really beautiful. It's very minimalistic. Would have been cool to see the light shining in the lighthouse, but I'm going to leave this in for now as well.
52 is in. Number 53.
I'm going to take 53 out. I don't like the background. I think the subject is the bridge, and the fact that there's a city behind it doesn't help it at all. I think you could have either filled it all in with greenery or cropped it down to where the greenery just maybe had a little bit of the skyline. But the I don't think that the skyline helps you because your eye goes from the reflection in the bottom to the people on the bridge and then to the top. And then when you get to the top, it's just a city. So, I mean, the bridge is lovely. It's really interesting. So I'm going to take this one out.
53 is out. 54.
Well, I hate to take it out because you got a photographer there carrying a camera as they're walking along the beach. But I don't think this really says much other than they're walking on the beach. It doesn't appear to be raining. They got bright sun coming from behind them, but they're carrying an umbrella, and I don't really think it's so bright and hot at that point because the sun is down pretty low. You can see the long shadow, so I don't really understand the use of the thing. And since you can't see the people, and you're only getting half of a reflection in the water coming up on the beach there. So I'm going to take this one out. It's interesting, but not interesting enough.
54 is out. 55.
This one reminds me of the one we saw with the windmill. I think this is really well done. It's a little tight on the right-hand side. I would like to have a little bit more room over there, but the sky and the mountain and the sharpness of the buildings and the cleanness with which you're looking at is really beautiful. So it's a well done architectural and landscape image. So I'm going to leave this one in as well.
55 is in. Number 56.
I love this guy, but I'm not sure. I think it's an interesting image of this man. His face is in shadow and his beard is not. I think I would have tried to lighten up his face a little bit so that we had a little, particularly the whiskers on the left-hand side of his face, and maybe just give him a little more quality. And I would certainly crop this on the right-hand side. This might do well as a square image, but it's just not strong enough. I love the hat on this gentleman, but I don't like the fact that his face is in shadow. So I'm going to take this out.
56 is out. 57.
I'm going to take this one out as well, and I really don't have much to say about it. It's an interesting catch. I don't really, it doesn't really move me. I mean, obviously, if they are tags for something, that's great, but it just doesn't tell a story other than we've got tags on a wall that's not in repair. So it's nicely exposed. It's interesting in that it's sharp. You can read all the numbers and all the words, but it just doesn't move me. So I'm going to take this out.
57 is out. 58.
Okay, so this is an interesting shot of a dahlia. I don't usually see them this way. The flower is almost perfect all the way around, which is great. I would definitely darken the light that's coming behind it. I don't think it needs to be that bright, although it may be my screen. My screen has been showing a little. I calibrated it, but it still looks like it's a little bright. And I would also, this is another one where I think vignetting would help, particularly in the upper right-hand corner. We've got that bright yellow spot. I would definitely darken that down, even if you don't vignette. I'm going to leave this in for now.
58 is in. Number 59.
And I'm going to leave 59 in. I don't have much to say about this. A well captured shot, a very interesting shot, very emotional shot between probably mother and child. I even like the flower or the greenery on the left-hand side. It sort of gives you half a frame there. And I like the way the photographer put a thin white band on this. That helps a great deal. It's a really nice image. I like that. So I'll leave that in.
59 is in. Number 60.
And I'm going to leave 60 in right now because it's a good capture. I'm not happy about the fact that you cut the tail off, because everything else in this image is just so crystal clear. The background is great. The leaves accentuate the bird. I don't know if it's a gecko or just a lizard, but it's really a nice image. I wish you hadn't cut the tail off, but I'm gonna leave it in for now till I can look at it against the other images.
60 is in. Number 61.
Again, I wish you hadn't cut the back of the boat off. I don't know what's back there, but it's a really cool image. But I keep going back there and saying, well, why don't I see the transom on the back? I love the way the water is splashing up on it. I like the sky is well done. The greenery is well done. I'm going to leave it in like the last image, but I'm not happy about the back of the boat, but we'll leave it in for now.
61 is in. Number 62.
Well, 62 I'm going to take out. I like the title, and I think it's cute, but it doesn't really say a whole lot. The top of the so-called bear is pretty jumbled in terms of the mechanical stuff, and I just don't think this is strong enough. It's an interesting image, but it's not strong in this not strong enough in this competition. So I'm going to take this out.
62 is out. 63.
Yeah, what an adorable young lady. If it's somebody's granddaughter, you're a lucky man or woman. I love the bat costume. This was really well done. I mean, you got a little loop shadow on her nose. Her eyes are crystal. I'm going to leave this one in. Again, this is another one. Looks like it may have been vignetted. I think I would maybe just darken it down even a little more. I know that people have different feelings as to whether or not how much you should darken it, but I just think that her face is, maybe I would darken a little bit the entire background, just bring it down just a little bit so that her face really pops out. So, but this is definitely an image that evokes an emotion. I'm going to leave it in.
63 is in. Number 64.
I struggled with this one. In terms of color, it obviously is colorful. I wish, I don't know. I don't have a lot to say about this. It's well exposed, and it's an interesting image. The composition leaves me a little bit out on a limb because of the pylons that are. I'd like to see the whole boat, and I don't know whether you could have stepped back. You might be in the water. It looks like you would definitely be in the water to do that. As much as I like the sharpness and the color of this. The composition is not wowing me with the I guess it's a boathouse on the right side. So I'm going to take this one out, even though it is interesting. I wish it was composed a little differently.
64 is out. 65.
The juvenile eagle. Well, let me say this. I like this. I think it's well done. I don't think it would be one of my top, 5 or 10 out of the 60 that we have. So I'm going to take it out, but I want the photographer to know that I think he did a great job of capturing this. Only thing that would have made it better if he had a fish in the talons, but it's not that this is there's not a thing wrong with this. I might darken the background a little more, particularly the one big rock that's in the back. But other than that, it's a well done image, but it's just not going to hold up with 60 images against the rest of the field. So I'm going to take it out reluctantly.
65 is out, and 66.
I have no idea what this is. But it is very evocative. I love. It looks like maybe hanging something on a pole. I really don't know what it is. I don't care. This is really well done. The lighting is great. It's very ethereal. I'm going to leave this in.
Okay, 66 is in. Let's go ahead and go through everything, get a final tally, and compare that with my checkers. I have 29 images.
29.
29. Susan, how many you got?
Neither. I fell asleep.
Okay.
Lost track.
I have 29.
Do we want to go through? We have conflicting reports, so let's go through the numbers that I have right now. I have 1, 2, 7, 9, 10, 12, 13, 15, 19, 25, 28, 30, 33, 34, 35, 38, 40, 44, 45, 47, 50, 52, 55, 58, 59, 60, 61, 63, 66. Which one do we not have, Ron?
I'm missing. I couldn't follow you from that 35 through 47.
35 through 47. Let's go back and do it again.
You wouldn't mind.
Nope. 34, 35, 38, 40, 44, 45, 47, 50, 52, 55, 58, 59, 60, 61, 63, 66.
I'm going to have to go with your numbers. I'm not fond of.
I agree with you.
Okay, I think we're good. So let's go ahead and go back. Now we have a lot of images here. Probably not a good idea to just kind of space them out. Would you like to go through them again and make a little bit another pass?
Yeah, the one I'm just trying to think. Yeah, let's do that. But you're killing me. Every one of these could be almost first place.
Okay, we're going to do a rapid fire round. 1.
I'm going to leave that in.
1's in. Number 2.
Out.
2 is out. Number 7.
In.
7 is in. Number 9.
Forgive me, photographer. Out.
9 is out. Number 10.
In.
10 is in. Number 12.
In.
12 is in. Number 13.
Out.
13 is out. Number 15.
In, and that's going to be my first place. Just so you know.
Well, hold it for a little bit. Let's try to
Okay.
not
Okay,
spoil
go
it
ahead.
for everybody in the room.
Okay.
All right. 15 is in. 19.
Oh, God. In for now.
19 is in. 25.
I'm going home. As much as I hate to do this, I'm going to take this one out. No, you know what? Leave this in. It could be an honorable. Leave it in.
25 is in. 28.
In.
28 is in. 30.
Oh, you are killing me. Leave this one in.
30 is
I'll
in.
get to you.
33.
This is out.
33 is
beautiful
out.
image.
34.
Oh, Jesus. In.
34 is in. 35.
Oh, God. All right, I'm going to take this one out only because I got to get down, but this is really a lovely image.
35 is out. 38. I'm going to take this one out as well, and I love that image. 38 is out. Number 40.
I'm going to take that out.
40 is out. 44.
I'm going to take the duck out. I mean, the
44 is out. 45.
leave that in.
45 is in. 47.
That's in.
47 is in. 50.
Out.
50 is out. 52.
Oh, you guys are killing me. God. I leave it in for now. We're gonna have to do another round anyway, so leave it in.
52 is in. 55.
Out. And I love that image.
55 is out. 58.
Out.
58 is out. 59.
In.
59 is in. 60.
Out.
60 is out.
Because
61.
of the tail. And out because of the transom.
61 is out. 63.
I'll leave that in for now.
63 is in. 66.
Oh my God. I'm gonna leave that in also right now.
Okay, 66 is in. My new number.
I know I
is
didn't do very
16.
well.
You did great because now we have everything on one screen. We have 16. I have a second on that number. So whenever you're ready, we could start placing from either direction.
Oh, 1, 2, 3. How many do we have? We have 10.
11 total. That's one through first through fourth, and 7 honorables.
Okay, so I got like 5, 10. I have 13, I think, on the screen. 1, 2, 3. No,
16.
12. I'm sorry, 16, right?
Correct.
And they're all first place. Can I go now? Hello?
Yeah, you can't do that.
I can't do that. All right. Okay. Let me. All right. I'm going to. Number 5 is going to be first place. Number 12 is going to be second place.
First place for scorekeepers is image 15. Number 12, that one there.
Yes.
Second. Okay.
Third place is tough. Third place is the baboons or the chimpanzees or whatever they are.
Third place, number 12.
And fourth place is, oh God, the buffaloes or the bison.
Fourth place is number 7.
And just so that photographer knows, it could be first. Any one of those could be. Okay. Now for how many do I need?
It's four. It's four.
You have 7 honorable mentions. This is the easy part.
Okay.
Number 7.
Easier said than done. Okay. Number 6 is honorable. Number
6 honorable is number 10 on our sheets.
the bear is an honorable.
That is honorable. That's number 1 on our sheets.
The spoon-billed, whatever they are, number 14 is an honorable.
The spoonbill, whatever they are, is number 59. That's an honorable.
How many more do I get here? 3?
4 more.
4 more. Okay. Hello.
Yep. Oh, we just have internet unstable for some reason.
Okay. I just want to make sure it wasn't me. So did you get my 13?
Number 13, I did not. That is 45 wormhole. That is an honorable mention.
2 more, huh?
Yes. 1, 2, 3, 4. No,
Yeah.
3 more.
3 more. Okay. Well, then I'll take the little girl in the bat costume.
Honorable mention. That is number 63.
I'll take the ethereal one, number 16.
That is number 66 on.
Oh my God. And I think I'm going to take the oil lamp.
And the
Number
oil lamp
11.
is that is number 19, 11 on the screen, 19 on our lists. Let's go ahead and get rid of the rest, and let's go through our winners for tonight. I need one of them sheets there, Christine. Okay, honorable mention to number 19. That is oil candle Tammy Gorsak. Is Tammy here? I don't see Tammy. Okay, next is honorable mention 66 Shadow Form Rising, and that is John Verdi. Honorable mention to Our Little Bat, and that is, I believe that's Kathy Hockle.
That is our granddaughter.
Yes.
That was Halloween day, and she was a bat.
Can I buy that? Not the picture. The little girl.
I'll talk to our son about it, but it's not very likely.
She's adorable.
Thank you.
Also, honorable mention to Wormhole, number 45, and that is Doug Wood. I saw Doug on earlier. We'll see if he gives us any kind of information in the chat. Also, honorable mention to number 59, I Love You, the Spoonbills, and that is J.C. Williams. Well, J.C.'s also online. Maybe we'll get some comments from him as well. Honorable mention to number 1, A Long Story, and that's Ron Piper.
This little guy here, I think belonged to my mother-in-law, dating back. You notice an old bear because the nose has, you can see straw. It's stuffed with straw. So I had to get in a good lighting to get the bear, but I needed a good, interesting background and trying to find a color that would kind of go off of it. I found a old rusty door on a box car over in the Eastern Shore some time ago, and I found that the lighting and all that kind of went together. And if you look, when I did the composite, there are some books poking through from my original background on the left-hand side. And I thought right-hand side of the beer. I thought I'd leave that go. So that's the story on that one.
Honorable mention, don't take that microphone away. Honorable mention to New River Gorge Walkway. Also, that is Ron Pfeiffer.
And Joel, you're right. There is another tour group all the way on the other side of the bridge, just getting started. And I did the walk this summer, and I was afraid to take my camera along because I knew it was 800 feet down to the river below, and I was a little sketchy about doing the walk in the first place. So this is a cell phone shot as a consequence, but I took about 1 million shots to finally get one that would be as symmetrical as I could get it.
This is beautiful, and I'll pay you later on. Or you can pay me later.
Fourth place, number 7, Traffic Jam, and that's Tim Hewson.
Yes, Yellowstone from a few years ago. This was a single shot, and we were in a snow coach and actually stopped on the side of the road to take a picture of something else, and they just walked right up. Apparently, they plow the road, so a lot of times.
Did we lose you again?
Let's try that. Are we there? Do you hear me now?
I'm back, yep.
Okay, yeah, we ran out of battery. We went a little long tonight, so yeah, we died over here on this side. We're almost done though. Third place is number 12, Family Time, and that is Debbie Wolf. Debbie online says, this is not a zoo. They are snow monkeys that come down from the mountains daily in their pattern to look for food and water, to bathe, drink, etc. Thank you to the judge for the comments.
Where was it? Where was it?
It's not a zoo. That's all she said. And somewhere near mountains. So maybe Debbie can fill us in on that.
Okay.
Second place, number 47, Peerless Pete and the Apprentice. That is Ron Pfeiffer again. So we got a triple winner here.
Oh, wow.
I haven't won for a while, so this is good. Thanks. This was at the Upper Co. I don't know if they call it a Spark Up, but it's a steam tractor gathering, and they do it once in the fall and once in the spring. And go in about dusk, and they have a number of competitions and such. So some of it has to do with the hardware, how cool the tractors are and well kept up and all that. But a lot of the competition is maneuvering and moving them around and how to steer them and all that. So this was, again, it was low light. It was kind of tough, but these guys were the most interactive. And of course, they're all so loud. I have no idea what they were saying, but it was a cool evening. And I'll be doing it again in the spring again. So if you guys, I'll let you know when the date is.
Well, Ron, that is very cinematic. I mean, that looks like something right out of a movie.
Thank you.
Yeah, it does. Okay. And our number 1 winner is number 15, Urban Indigo, and that is Deborah Davis.
She says that this photo was taken on. She says that this photo was taken on Key Highway in Baltimore during the blue hour. I used a long exposure setting while zooming in and out with the lens.
Amazing. I mean, usually when you zoom in like that, you have a little stuttering, but that's just wonderful.
Well done.
We have some other comments. Let's see if we can get to a couple of them. Tammy Gorsak with the lantern. She says that was from the Corning Glass Museum. They lit and blew out the candle many times to get the smoke. I think didn't we have a Doug Wood here somewhere right there? Old monastery in Santiago, Spain. There are 3 separate stairs, and I was laying on the floor looking up. And then JC says the spoonbills were taken at the Orlando wetlands in March of 2025.
And Debbie Wolf, the snow monkey virgin.
Oh, and Debbie did say the snow monkeys were taken in Japan. So thank you, everybody, for competing. Congratulations to the winners, and thank you so much to our judge for a fantastic but very long night.
Thank you. It was really fun. Great images tonight.
Excellent. Thank you for joining us. Next week is Janet Jeffers' water presentation. And if you can help Christine and I out with either some lighting setups or some goodies to bring, and if not, just bring your cameras. It's going to be a great night. Good night, everybody. Good night, Joel. Thank you.
Good night. Thank you.